Good evening. So I'm sure that most of us remember that in the beginning of our elementary school level, so the kindergarten, first and second grade, we did a lot of arts. We did a lot of learning through dancing, a lot of learning through music, and a lot of coloring and making posters and just artsy type things. But as we began to get older, those artsy type things began to go away. And once we got into 5th grade and then into middle school and high school, really the only art opportunities we had were if we took an art class. In our English and science and math classes, there were little to no art incorporation at all. And while I'm sure most of us still do remember those art classes that we took in the early stages of elementary school, what most educators do not know is that even though they have a set schedule that they attempt to follow throughout their school year, in order to aid children in the development of their knowledge, one way that they can help make sure children's advancement in knowledge is more efficient is the integration of the arts beginning in the elementary level and then continuing on into the high school level. When thinking of improving children's literacy skills in school, most people don't think of the arts as a way to inspire children to learn. However, an article by the Fine Arts Department at the Katy Independent School District entitled Importance of Fine Arts Education, it stated that the arts such as music, dance, theater, and visual arts are integral to our society. They also claim that sufficient data exists to overwhelmingly support the belief that study and participation in the fine arts is a key component in improving learning throughout all academic areas. Other studies show that arts can help children in not only the literary aspects of their education, but the motor skills aspects as well. On the topic of literacy skills, the New York Times posted an article about a study done by the Solomon R. Guggingham Museum called Guggingham Study Suggests Arts Education Benefits Literacy Skills. In this study covered in this article, they tested 3rd grade children that went to public schools along with 3rd grade children that learned through a program called Learning Through Art that was supplied by the Guggingham Museum. The Learning Through Art program incorporated art into aspects of other curriculums. The children were taught to learn and view things the way an artist would. A few of the things that they go over are architecture in the eyes of an artist, vocabulary used when describing art, and how to solve problems encountered when making an art piece. The results of this study showed that the kids that went through the program ultimately tested higher than the public school children in literacy categories such as thorough description, hypothesizing, and reasoning. This data shows that the act of incorporating art into other subjects is beneficial for the students. Concerning motor skills, an article posted on the Learning Liftoff website titled 10 Reasons Why Arts and Education is So Important for Kids states that if the arts are enforced into younger generations in the educational system, starting with these younger ages, children can use the motions of playing an instrument, holding a paintbrush, and coloring inside the lines with crayons to aid in the quicker development of their motor skills. These small but crucial tasks, if they're practiced more often in younger age groups, can help children to be able to develop their skills and then practice refining them in a more efficient way. This will lead children to have better developed motor skills beginning in younger ages, which can allow them to do activities that are mostly for the big kids. The arts are also another way that schools are able to teach children about different cultures and to possibly help children understand their own cultures a little bit better. On the Early Childhood News website, an article titled Teaching Culture Through the Arts states that hands-on art experiences are one of the best ways to teach differences and similarities in cultures to younger children. If children learn about cultures that they're growing up in, as well as learning to appreciate cultures that other kids are growing up in, they can understand the fact that other kids are going to do things differently at their houses than you might do at your own. And this can help kids to be less judgmental of the differences in behavior of other kids at their schools. A deeper understanding of other people's cultures can impact the way that children treat other children, which can effectively create a better learning environment for the students. It's clear to me that through these studies, the information shows that the implementation of arts in schools is very important for children's learning and developing skills necessary for better growth. Skills such as literacy skills, which can help them in the communication and reading aspects of their lives, motor skills, which can help them to smoothly and efficiently handle hands-on tasks, and the understanding and appreciation of culture, which can help them to build relationships and have better communication skills to ensure a safe and happy learning environment. Thank you.